Pushrod Fury. Alright, just cracked this open, and I just wanted to check to see what the height is. Right. Woohoo! The specification is plus or minus 2.5 millimeters. And it is 20. So I guess it's still in spec, but that's a bit high, so I might be running rich. I've got a JIS screwdriver, flat blade screwdriver. Oof. Take that out. This should be a washer, right? Wow, XS750 owners are gonna be quite jealous about that. These pins are notoriously stuck. Look at this. Okay, the floats just have, they're plastic, so that's really good. Let's see if this needle valve is... being a beast. Ugh. That'll be replaced. That's all funky. And let's see if we can get this. I'm pretty sure this is not. Yeah, it's a washer that has to come out. It's just kind of being a bit of a jerk. There we go. So the washer comes out. And then this has to come out next. That's the needle jet. So we got to take that out. Because I just don't want to screw things up and mix parts up. So I'm going to put a little bit of WD-40 on these parts right there. For what it's worth, I'll put some on this guy too. Just a wee bit. We got our fuel screw here. Oops. And there we go. This is the idle screw. I'll just lubricate that side just because things have been sitting for a couple of decades. Needle jet out. So that's here. And you have to put WD-40 all over it. So I did that, both sides, tapped it, added more WD-40, and now I'm ready to keep forcing it through. So this is the small dowel. And there's a little guide pin in there, so you want to make sure you're not hitting that. And do this with a hammer and a dowel. Look at that mess. Jeez. That's a train wreck. That is, like, if you don't, I wasn't aware of this, that these things had to come out or even were there. But if you did this full carb rebuild and you tried to use that, your bike wouldn't even work. and you'd go bonkers. So you have to drive out these needle jets, and you got to clean them. So this is a mess. A lot of cases you have to replace them, and they do not come with the rebuild kit. So we'll put it in the ultrasonic cleaner and see what happens. Okay, let's take the idle adjuster out. Now these look fine though. I mean, if you want to see really bad carbs, watch my video. I'm not going to remove that. There's no need to. That's just a bridging port, so why remove it if you don't need to? Fuel air mixture is controlled by that. Okay, and then we just have that valve seat to remove, but I don't think I brought. The jets are different. There we go, 6. Well, having 2 different main jets doesn't help. Give it a spritz with WD and drive it out the same way. That one came right out, and look, it looks brand new. Alright, get rid of the idle adjustment screw. Fuel. Or air mixture, I'm not sure to read up on that. Let's see. Pilot air screw. That's what that's called. I should have a spring in here. It does. There we go. Somebody's been in here before, so we just want to be cautious. There we go. I do not want to screw that up, so I'm going to set that down there, and then fish that out. Pilot jet.
And that's what this JIS, that's why I bought this JIS flat blade, was specifically for this jet, because I didn't have a screwdriver for it. There we go. So definitely get your JIS flat blade. This looks like it was rebuilt, but maybe they just clearly either gave up or forgot about that one. And there you go. So here's one of the carburetors out of the ultrasonic cleaner, dried off, a little spritz of WD-40 to keep it from oxidizing, so it doesn't prevent all of it. But I wanted to show what we're doing. These are the parts we're going to reuse. Use a slide. I'm going to reuse a needle because it's got a slightly different profile than a new needle. The float, idle adjustment screw. Oops. Spring. Reuse the choke and the needle jet, but I want to show you how, oops, can we do this? Yeah, so you see those passages have to be crystal clear, and you can only clean them, you can't put wires through there. So you can see that's nice and clean, fresh out of the ultrasonic cleaner. All right. First thing is to align the needle jet groove with the pin. All right, so the groove and the pin are aligned. Got this little washer. We're going to use the new main jet, which I'm going to keep stock. I may have to go up one size on this, we'll see. It's the main jet. And snug. There we go. Next is the pilot jet. It came with the kit. And this is why you buy a JIS flat blade screwdriver. It's perfect for this. Pilot jet goes down there. Pilot jet is in. I bought a higher end needle valve because these things tend to leak. I'm pretty sure these are genuine Mikuni. Of course, you shouldn't use a wrench this size, but to turn such a delicate part, but I need to be really careful. There we go. I have that upside down, so you can't do that either. That's funny. All right. Okay. so nice that that pin is a nice loose fit. We're going to check 23 millimeters is our float height. It's way off. So we're going to bend this tab down. That's it. Got that, nailed that. Okay. Put that in there, a little seal. A float bowl. Screws, JIS screwdriver again. The idle adjustment screw goes in here. Reminder, we're not going to use the clip with a needle. What I am going to do though, is take a little bit of red rubber grease, tiny bit, put it on the air screw O-ring, and just set that aside for a second. Put the spring on. And it goes. I'm going to screw it in all the way till it seats gently. Incorrect drawing strikes again. So you can see in the drawing as it goes up, right? It's got the choke, the spring, O-ring, that's correct. But everything else is wrong. The order goes from the top is the spring stay, 44, goes on to the screw, and then the choke lever, 43, and then the washer, 45. So as you can see, that's not how it's drawn. But now I finally have it together, and it works great. Choke, no choke, choke, no choke. Let me tell you, that drove me batty, because it was disassembled and put back together wrong by the PO, and then the book is wrong. So it took a little doing, but anyway, now it's working fine. So just keep that in mind if you're doing this. Right, the order they go up, they slip onto that screw is 44, 43, sorry, 40, yeah, 45. So 44, 43, 45, not the way that it's written. Okay. And that's basically it. We put this thing back together. Next, I'll just drop the needle valve in there, or the needle, and put a new seal in it. So I'll do that really quick. There's the cap, seal, right. see. Spring. And then there we go. Rebuilt RD400 carb. I'm draining the ultrasonic cleaner. Those carburetors looked pretty clean, but this is why you always have to, you just have to get an ultrasonic cleaner if you've got a carbureted bike. Look at all that disgusting filth that the ultrasonic cleaner is able to work out of the carburetors. It's a total mess in there. So anyway, can't recommend it enough. Oh, and it's like sand. It's gritty. Yuck. Oh, glad we did that.